Here's Ashok Chauhan, a visionary. He's come a long way to build the Amity empire. He says all it took was a single decision. Here's his story.
Success by compulsion.
I blame myself. Degree is good, but आपके यहाँ तो लिखा नहीं हुआ degree अच्छी होती है, मैं पढ़ाई क्यों करी?
Wherever I go, whatever I do, I want to be number one. I am Ashok K. Chauhan, chairman of AKC Group of Companies and founder of the Amity Universities and Amity Institutions and Rickman Velvet Education Foundation, which is the foundation of all this Amity Universe, which was established in 1986 when I was in West Germany. Because there it started that we started implementing the idea. We did a lot of work in Germany in the field of philanthropy, education, training, and then it continued in India. Our first school in India came in 1991 with the name Amity International School in Saket. I was born in the DAV College campus in Jalandhar. My father was vice principal there and the professor of Sanskrit and Hindi. And in that campus, I was born in 1942 on 24th October. People call that you are Scorpion, that is why you are so goal-oriented. And I always believe greatly in sanskars, values and genes. Wherever you study, that counts. But the biggest thing is, what are your values and sanskars and what genes you got. So with these genes, I am forwarding ahead and trying to fulfill the mission set by my grandfather, set by my parents.
And a great talent is there.
When I was doing my 10+2, I knew already that I will be going to West Germany. Then rigorously I marched on the path to do it, to go to Germany for higher studies, then work there, then have my own companies. I came 4 times to marry an Indian girl. The condition was that she should be postgraduate in Sanskrit. My brilliant wife, Dr. Meera Chauhan, was doing her MA Sanskrit from Kurukshetra University. I married and took her to West Germany. And after 10 days of marriage, and then I was telling her that I will be the biggest Indian entrepreneur in Europe, continental Europe, because I want to limit without UK. And I will have thousands of Germans under me. So she had difficulty in understanding, but I declared it. And that is why people say, ask my success, what is the secret of success? I say, success by compulsion. So I was having virtually no money. So how can you be a big, rich entrepreneur without money? The best thing is you do consultancy. Because for consultancy, you need brain, your experience, and a sincerity to help the clients. So I started with consultancy, made some money. Then I started with trade, made further money. Then I started manufacturing. So these things are, therefore I say to all of my students, for getting rich, for becoming successful, for becoming very successful, you don't need any money. You need only ideas and commitment. So I went to a bank. He told Mr. Chauhan, you are from India, no work permit, no job. Why should we give you money? I told, see my face, see my eyes, and if you get confidence that a person like me would not have failure in your loan, you give to me. After hearing this, that officer took me to the next officer. And chairman heard me 5 minutes. He told, okay, now we believe you will be successful. What people generally do, they start with a lot of pomp and show. But I say results count. So he immediately sent, he told, okay, we increase your loan from 20,000 to 50,000 German mark. Then there was no end. I thought, now what can be done so that I fulfill my mission of life? The only answer came to me to start education. Start education in India, building human resource, training people, developing their potential and spreading them all over the world. So that made me to come to India end of 1994-95. But does the businessman only want to become rich, or does he have some goal beyond that? So if he has goal beyond that, he should earn a lot of money. Without money, without financial resources, you can't do anything. Then the mission was, which was not forgotten. So So for me, education, I would have been 1,000 times more rich in West Germany or in America. But what is the use of that richness if it is only for you? If you have a qualification, that helps. But that is not a criteria when we see the success of old Lalas of India. They had hardly done 6th or 8th class, but they were employing thousands of graduates from the best colleges of the world. So I would say it helps. Otherwise, anybody, I always say to my students, you bring me a 8th class failed student and I'll make him multi-billionaire. I'll make him. Because for that you need virtues. That should be there. The virtue is caring and sharing, dedication, hard work, no compromise once you set the aim and mission. I can very well accommodate under all circumstances. I have no ego, no complexes. I can gel myself, I can accommodate. Starting from a beggar to a multi-billionaire dollar, I have been comfortable and they have been feeling comfortable. Because I believe that whatever I have achieved, millions of people can achieve the same. But for that, what is required? Setting the goal, making a road path and not compromising it under any circumstances. I would have been today 20 years ahead if the corruption would have not put hurdles in my way at every step. Whatever hurdles may come, they will come. Anybody who wants to become very big, people are jealous. It has been done with me. A large number of people have to try to malign the image, bring hurdles, bring problems, because they thought that if he becomes so big in education, what will be our status, our position? But if you are sacred-minded and you have total intention to serve the nation and the humanity, God is with you. Now, many youth people have come in the parliament and assemblies, and I'm sure that with this youth dynamism, the country will prosper very fast. And if you ask me, I always feel that we are almost a developed nation. And we will surpass any country in the world with our technological, innovative creativity and power. And that is why the whole world is taking us so seriously. When an Indian goes now on the streets of Europe or America, he is being seen with more respect. Your respect outside is as good as the respect of your nation, of your country. I will say to this young entrepreneur, I give to my students a mantra that is a word BHAAG, B-H-A-A-G. And I say B is for behavioral science, H is for hardworking, A for attitude, next A is for ambition, last G is for God. So this is the mantra I give to my youth and they write it. And why BHAAG? I say wherever you go, at railway station, airport, at the crossing, you see the people are running. So whenever you see a person running, you remember on this mantra, BHAAG.
Every year, the National Entrepreneurship Network organizes an Entrepreneurship Week. Here, aspiring and role model entrepreneurs share tricks of the trade and raise a toast to entrepreneurship as well. Take a look.
My name is Ravi Kumar. I want to be an entrepreneur.
My name is Rahul Arora and I want to be an entrepreneur.
We all want to be an entrepreneur.
These faces reflect the future of India. They are aspiring entrepreneurs who've gathered with the established successful entrepreneurs so they can get glimpses of the life that's in store for them. It's a sort of a week-long celebration called E-Week that stands for Entrepreneurship Week, held across India. Designed to build public attention on today's biggest opportunities, this gathering encourages the young clan of want-to-be entrepreneurs to reflect on their role as the leaders and innovators of the future.
If you celebrate any festival, but the purpose of it is to rejuvenate and bring out new ideas in the students. This helps these students and bring them together, and this feeling of togetherness really gives a proper and a definite shape to their ideas.
The E-Week campaign is run by India's largest community of new and future entrepreneurs, NEN, National Entrepreneurship Network. They've taken up the task of inspiring and introducing thousands of talented individuals to entrepreneurship. The idea is to equip them with knowledge to build successful companies and conglomerates, all of which is done by NEN-led academic institutions span-India. The concept, simply put, is to build a network through all lengths.
We have family businesses, we have few more things, and so many things. We are a basically entrepreneurial nation. But this had not been recognized in a very well, in a modern sort of a format, which now has been done through e-week. Earlier it was like, if somebody didn't get a good job, that is why he was, going towards entrepreneurship. But today, entrepreneurship has emerged as a career choice, which people might prefer over the job.
Every participating institution is able to leverage the resources created by other NEN partners, allowing for enhanced offerings to individuals at all locations. This creates opportunities for larger networking and continued sharing of ideas. The NEN interaction aims to significantly enhance effectiveness, quality, scale and reach of each individual participant within the network.
Particularly with e-week, we organize certain events in a big way so that to generate the idea among the students that there is such thing which is known as entrepreneurship, which is important for them, which could be a very important alternative source for them, right? Instead of going to place asking for a job, maybe to become entrepreneur, help themselves and help other also.
Students drum up by doing exciting and unusual activities in all member colleges across the country. From brushing ideas on paper, dropping on some color with a meaning, clicking photos that represent India's face. It's a thematic approach that represents this year's e-week, which is India, Opportunities Within. The trick here is to break communication barriers among individuals, endowing strength and knowledge to deal with the daunting challenges in all sectors in India, from agriculture to waste management to health. The objective is to encourage them to represent themselves as the to-be entrepreneurs of India with a unified motive of success. And this is how they choose to say it.
Starting any business is not that easy today. You need to finance it. And something like this is purely out of waste. There's no investment. This can be a very good, say a platform for somebody to start a business. And cricket is the most favorite sport in our country.
This is a whiskey bottle and attached to it is a CD drive. And this is a cup, thermocol cup. Small little things makes big enterprises. So starting from a small venture of making creative products, you can indulge yourself towards the nation itself.
I want to centralize all the street vendors that are being, doing business. They just do to get the bread and butter of a day. What I want to do is legalize all that thing, which will help environment, government, and the society.
Through our poster competition, the topic is agri-rural opportunity. We try to help entrepreneurship activity, like we are showing gobar gas plants, which can help to see we can implement that in our villages.
Big ideas start small, and this is what Entrepreneurship Week was all about. A bit of knowledge sharing, a bit of evaluation, and learning all in all. Initiatives like this will inspire young people across the country to openly embrace the suppressed yet abundant innovation, imagination, and creativity of their minds.
Well, it's time for a short break here on India Inc., but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with lots more.